Welcome to the next video in your tutorial series, CC number 9, Persuade with Power. It was Jim Rohn who once said we should know the difference between persuasion and presentations. You can stand up and present in front of people, but it's a different thing entirely to persuade them. And persuasion is so important in life in all areas. We use it to sell things, we use it to talk to our children, we use it to get that romantic partner in life. We use persuasion everywhere we go, and here's how you use it when you speak. Your 3 words for persuading with power are education, emotion, and empowerment. First, education. Think of these 3 questions when you speak. What are you speaking about? What is the solution? And why should they listen? What is it that you're speaking about? What are you trying to get across to your audience? Secondly, what is the solution? Is there a problem that you're presenting, and how can they solve it? And finally, why should they listen? Think of reasons that they should listen. Not only what could happen if they do follow your advice, but what might happen if they don't. Your second word is emotion. Remember this, the speaker that engages the most emotion wins in the battle of persuasion. There are 6 major emotions that you should consider when you're writing your speech. Happiness, sadness, fear or anger, love, disgust, and surprise. Think of ways to engage your audience by putting in areas that engage all of those 6 emotions, or at least some of them. Your final word is empowerment. What can you do to make sure that you have the power to persuade your audience? Use these 3 words: credentials, crash, and comment. First, credentials. Remember, credentials are not just what you present on paper. They can be life experiences. Anything that lends credibility to you as a speaker that tells your audience, hey, yes, I'm qualified to talk to you about what I'm going to talk to you about. Credentials are so important. Secondly, crash. Sometimes you have to tell your audience what will happen if they don't listen to what you're saying. You have to give them the negative reinforcement, the results of what happens when you don't listen. And finally, comment. Comments go fast. Think of a comment. Think of what can happen if your audience listens. How can their lives zoom forward, move faster, be improved? What can they do? What can they gain? What can be better for them in their lives by listening to your message? Remember these elements when it comes to persuading your audience. There's a difference between presentation and persuasion, and if you use these strategies outlined in this video, you will persuade your audience, and you will do it with power. Until next time, keep speaking, sharing, and serving.